Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And this is my cooking and tailgating challenge, which has kind of evolved a bit um, for me in changing my lifestyle. And one of the things I've started to learn and begin to appreciate now is actually gardening. My parents always gardened, and um, we grew up on things that my parents grew. And I never really got into it. And I wish I had. I wish I had started learning from my dad when he was still here. But I am learning. And I'm going to say now, with circumstances being that our food supply is an issue, it really is an issue. Now we've got jalapeno peppers. Can't eat the jalapeno peppers, or jalapeno peppers that have salmonella. The lettuce, that we think it's the lettuce, but it could be any number of things. Blueberries and things, the pesticides, all these things that maybe you get something now that gets you sick right away, or it may be things that get you sick over the lifetime. I have changed how I've been doing things. Instead of just going to the regular grocery store and buying everything, I have started trying to get better products. Going to the farmers markets, and you got to be careful even the farmers markets, because some farmers markets, they just go and buy a box of tomatoes that are that aren't any better for you than what you're buying at the grocery store, and put it out and say, we grew this. So everybody is out basically to make a buck. The way I've been combating it, and I'm just sitting here, this is habanero pepper or jalapeno pepper, and just some cherry tomatoes. And I have flower pots. Now here's what's cool is, flower pots here, I've got some cabbages, my tomatoes, you can see all those tomatoes that are beginning to get big and stuff. The cherry tomatoes have been producing like a cup of tomatoes every day. And a lot of times I'm just out here and I'll just grab a cherry tomato while I'm out here walking around and eating. And I've actually got a lot of peppers. This is my second bowl here. I was just harvesting the stuff off of the deck. I have a lot of banana peppers and things. My mom told me to step on the onions, to bend them over, so that way they will, oops, didn't mean to pull all that off. Oops. Harden up. I should go get my scissors, my snips. But you can see, that's a little bit dirty. There's another pepper down there. And look at all these banana peppers. Look at this. I'm going to be canning some peppers tomorrow, for sure. Actually, I need to go get my snips so I don't hurt the plants. But check this out. These are all onions that I'll be pulling up. So, look. Fresh onions. Those are habanero peppers. Look at all of those. We'll get that pepper right there too. And look at all these. I'll leave that one. See my tomato plants that are there too. And look at these. These are angio peppers here. I should probably dry these. I'm gonna need a bigger bowl. Oops. Can you see them? And we're getting a little sprinkle of rain, which is good. So I've been trying to live and work with Mother Nature as much as possible. And so there we have it right there. So underneath here, there's a rain barrel. I've got another rain barrel that's up there, and I have it hooked to a hose so that way I can water my plants using what Mother Nature gave us. Oh, look at all these peppers. Oh, didn't even notice. Oh, look at these. Jeez. Yeah, we're going to be doing pickled peppers galore. So, I think we got to go dump this. Look at that. And over here, I have some beans. The beans aren't doing too good, but I've got some more of my Frankenstein tomatoes, heirloom tomatoes. I need to tie those up a little bit more, and so on. So, and here comes the rain. On cue. Not bad. Not a bad way to start the day. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm actually up before time to go to work, because it does take time to do this stuff. And let me show you what I've got inside here. These are tomatoes. These are some of our Franken tomatoes that we have that are totally different. Yeah. So I'll probably do a little tomato salad with some of those today. Maybe with some cucumbers, and you can see all my peppers right there. I'm going to pick the rest of those, and we're going to turn them into peppers like this, without salmonella. So here's our third bowl of peppers. And of course, I just love tomatoes. Are so juicy and so sweet. Nothing like what you end up getting in the grocery store. And it's worthwhile to have a few plants. Even if you have just a little balcony or even a window, having spices and things. We've got to do something different, because this food supply is killing us. And I'm not just talking about the Clistospora, the processed food. And it's crazy, because the more I go to the store, the more I look differently at things. And as I go through the aisles and I look at, the frozen foods, or the all the different kinds of the yogurts and the coffee creamers and everything else, and recognize that most of those things are made in a lab, that they have, some of them, no nutritional value, and our body just cannot take it and digest it, and we have chronic illnesses. 40 pounds. 40 pounds. I'm not starving myself. I'm not on this diet where I've got to order this, that, and the other. I'm not taking shots. I'm not spending a fortune. I'm just eating real food. 40 pounds. It's a big shift and change in my life, but it's for the better. I'm awake at 6 o'clock in the morning. Let me show you. I have been building this at 60 years old by myself, in between working on other people's jobs, gardening, and running 4 YouTube channels. And I have tons of energy to do all that. Why? Because I'm not eating that shit. Peace.